on. Good afternoon. Oh, it seems so strange saying good afternoon.
It is very strange, isn't it?
But we're here. We're back.
Tea?
Yes, please.
Cheers.
Woohoo!
Absolutely lovely.
Tea at 3.
Very nice.
I hope you like our new logo.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It's designed by our lovely friend Charlotte.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
right.
clever, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was good. I thought I'd give you another little look at that if you'd like to, because she's cleverly sorted out. Whoops, no, that's not it, is it? Hang on.
Here it comes.
Already messed up with my buttons. Here we go. Look, what Charlotte cleverly did was turn that 3 into a teacup with the steam coming out of it and everything. It's nice, isn't it?
She's clever, isn't she?
Yeah, it's very good. Still on that one.
Oh, yeah. So it's lovely to be back.
Yeah,
it's really lovely to be back. We've missed you.
We
have
have.
you missed us?
I hope so.
We've tried to dream up a few more new things to do.
Yeah.
Hope you'll be enjoying it. The first thing, of course, is Biscuit of the Week. Biscuit of the week. Now then, what could Biscuit of the Week be this week?
Shall I reveal?
Yes, please.
Here's the big reveal. Biscuit of the Week. I need a fanfare, don't we?
Oh, I can't do you one.
Now then, I don't know if you can see that.
Way!
It's ginger nuts.
Ginger nuts.
And we've got some. Can I have a
ginger nut, dear?
Thank you very much. Ginger nuts. What recommended for dunking? This is dangerous. Now eating and dunking live.
Now, I did some research on ginger nuts. Do you remember? I actually do remember this. In 2016, there was a shortage of ginger nuts.
What's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonder why?
Well, it was because the factory in Carlisle was flooded. And nobody could get a ginger nut. And I remember we were doing sessions at the time and we couldn't get a ginger nut for love nor money.
I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
A ginger nut, when you're about 10, is really easy to eat. When you get to my age, they're so hard, aren't they? I'm very worried.
Don't use any filling, please.
I do not want to go to the dentist. I'm going to go over to this camera now.
Shall we say good afternoon?
Good afternoon, everybody.
I'm just going to munch my ginger nut.
Another little slurp to go with the ginger nut.
Oh.
Lovely.
Who've we got? Oh, we've got Maureen. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Sandy. Oh, lovely to know you there. Hi, Iris. Have you got your cuppa?
Nice. It's a nice cuppa.
Bex Jones. That's a new person. Loving the cups. Oh!
That's nice.
We're watching. Lovely.
Oh, lovely.
Hi, Anne. Yeah, look. I'm guessing that's Maureen, not Anne.
No, probably. Yeah.
Mum will be pleased to see us back. That's lovely. Nice. Ginger nuts. Yeah, got to be dunked.
They have got to be dunked, and they have been dunked.
Well and truly dunked.
No, I'm hoping I haven't got a ginger nut in my throat now for the duration. Oh, Maureen likes ginger nuts as well. They're nice, aren't they?
They are very nice.
Very nice. Yeah, a bit of a favourite. Yeah, it's a favourite here.
Anyway, did you all get your books? Hope you did. Very nice picture of tea at 3.
Yeah, and also I'm sorry about the confusion on the date, because on the book it says September 14th, and that was my fault because I got the date wrong and it was too late.
And Sandy spotted that, didn't she?
I don't know. Anyway, if you haven't got a book, if you're watching and you haven't got a book and you would like one, just message us and we'll send you one out. No problem. Okay.
So I was just going to, can you put me over to this camera? Because I just wanted to point out the puffins. We've got Puffin Mania going on. And I've got my little friend Puffiny here, because everybody's obviously gathered that I like puffins. So, of course, we did quite a lot of puffin spotting, didn't we?
We did. And we were lucky enough to see some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were lovely.
But you know, I've got a rival in the puffin love.
Oh, yeah.
Gannets. I like gannets. They're lovely, aren't they? I think they're really nice birds. Anyway.
I think I know why you like them.
Why is that? Because I'm a gannet.
A bit.
Yeah. Can we go to this one? Okay. Which always call me a gannet.
Oh.
Because I like food, you see.
Now then, it's Wednesday. Now, it's only going to be one a week, isn't it, for the next few months? So, but Wednesday, why did we pick Wednesday?
Well,
middle of the week, they call it Hump Day in America. Yeah.
Hump Day?
Because it's on the way, you're sort of gone
you're
from
over
the beginning of the week and then you're going down towards the weekend. And apparently, I've done some research, I've caught your bug.
Okay.
If you're going to ask for a pay rise or a holiday, make sure you do it on a Wednesday.
Yes.
You'll be more likely to get it.
Right, okay.
Did you know that Sheffield Wednesday started out as the Wednesday Cricket Club because that was the day they played their matches?
Really?
I thought Diana might know that because she's a Sheffield girl.
Is that what they call Sheffield Wednesday then?
Yeah, apparently so.
I did wonder, given that they're not often play on a Saturday.
And here's another fact. Did you know that the Addams family, the daughter, is called Wednesday Addams? And they chose that name because Wednesday's child is full of woe, which made us think.
Got us thinking, didn't it, about that poem?
Yeah.
It did, didn't it? So should we go for that?
Let's have a look at this poem. Do you remember this one?
Yeah, this is a bit tricky, by the way, because I'm reacquainting myself with the buttons after quite a big break, so anything could happen at this moment. Oh, it worked. There we are.
Now then,
that's it.
Monday's child is fair of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, Wednesday's child is full of woe,
Yep.
Thursday's child has far to go, Friday's child is loving and giving, Saturday's child works hard for a living, but the child who is born on the Sabbath day is bonny and blithe and good and gay. Now then, what day were you born?
So we worked it out, didn't we?
Yeah.
In fact, I've worked it out in a funny way because we're both born on a Saturday, aren't we?
We are.
So we work hard for a living, apparently. Trust me. You know. Why couldn't I have got the one that basically does nout and gets everything?
I thought I was born on a Sunday for hundreds of years, but now I've suddenly discovered it was a Saturday, and I'll tell you how. Because if you have a look at your phone, you can, with your calendar, you can whiz all the way back to BC.
I actually whizzed back to 44 BC on my phone. And if only I knew what day Julius Caesar landed, I could have said, when Julius Caesar landed and what day of the week it was when he arrived.
Diana says she's a Tuesday's child.
Tuesday's child.
Full of grace.
Yeah, full of grace, Diana.
Maureen's a Saturdays.
But there we go, in good company.
Oh, and Sandy's Tuesday's child.
There we are.
But we thought we'd have a little game of this.
We did, yeah. So we thought we'd have a little look, didn't we?
We're going to see who was born on what day.
Right, so shall I do this then?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to switch to this little camera here. So if you've got your phone calendar...
Get your phone out.
You can basically, if you've got the patience, you can whip all the way back down. So we thought we'd have a look and see what day Queenie
Queen was born.
Was born. So she was born in 1926. So we're going to go back...
21st of April.
No, hang on, 1926. Sorry, anyway, we're getting dizzy now. Right, 21st of April. April, where are we? 1926. 21st, Wednesday.
She is a Wednesday's child, full of woe.
So the Queen was Wednesday's child, yeah. We thought we'd have a little fiddle with a couple of other dates. Stephen Hawking.
Why did we pick Stephen Hawking?
I don't know why. It was my fault.
He's a very clever man.
That was my fault. There we go. So 1942, Stephen Hawking.
Of January.
8th of January, 1942.
Makes him...
That's a Thursday.
So what's he then?
Thursday's child
has far to go.
So he had far to go. And finally, Tom Jones. Why not? No particular reason, just why not?
I know Liz will be happy about that.
Tom Jones. 7th of June. There we go. Tom Jones, 7th of June. That would be Friday. Friday's child is loving and giving. Well, there you go. There you go, Tom.
You heard it here. Whoops.
Thanks for the love and the giving, Tom. Anyway, I think, if you've... you know...
Iris says Wednesday.
Wednesday, boo, I know, yeah.
And Jennifer says she was Thursday's girl in operetta.
Oh,
Love from Judy. Is that an operetta called Love from Judy? Have I got that right?
No, it could be. I don't know, I'm not clear on that. But anyway, yeah. Lovely.
Anyway, so
we thought that was our little thing, wasn't it?
It's a way to remember that it's Wednesday.
It's
every
Wednesday. Yeah.
Tea at 3
on
a Wednesday.
But does that mean that Wednesday is full of woe?
I hope not.
I tell you what it is full of. It's full of buttons. I know that. I don't know about woe. It's full of buttons.
Anyway, we were wondering.
Okay.
What did you do this summer?
What did you do this summer? Right. Okay. So this summer, what did you do this summer? Hang on. See, I'm already getting in trouble with the buttons. What did you do this summer? Aren't I? Yeah. So we were thinking about this, weren't we?
We were.
What have you been up to?
And we had a couple of things that we've done.
We did. Should we go for ours?
Go on then.
Go on then. Well, so one of the things we did, we were party animals this summer. We were. Party time. Where are we? What's going on there? It's not.
Oh dear, the buttons are playing up.
See, my buttons are playing up already. Where are my buttons? Come on. There we go.
Oh gosh.
There we go. Right, this was a recent party to the end of the summer, you might say.
Yeah.
And Ruth is a well-known character from a child's programme, and Belle is in the frame there. However, the humiliation was saved for me because I was playing a character. I've got a spanner on my utility belt there. Believe it or not, we have to drive all the way to that location, didn't we?
We did. It was
on public roads with people watching us dressed up.
A third birthday party. I was a bit upset when we had to stop at the traffic lights at Ask and Brian because I thought the people were coming past and they're looking at me and thinking, what is that woman dressed as? Especially with the Adolf Hitler nose and moustache going on.
Anyway, so that was that. So now then, Diana has been busy in her garden.
Oh yeah, she's
some nice plants
doing some
growing
planting.
there. Lovely. So very busy.
Very
nice
busy.
edging as well.
Looks
now there's a
lovely.
nice space here.
What's going to go in there then?
That looks like a very nice seat there.
Now then, Diana calls this the gossip bench.
The gossip bench.
The gossip bench.
So that's good.
So I hope there's a couple of microphones tuned in underneath so that you can record all the gossip that goes on.
That was nice. Every garden needs a gossip bench. I think we've got a gossip bench in our garden, haven't we?
We've got some pictures from Maureen.
I have, and yes, Maureen sent us some pictures because Maureen has been a cafe girl this summer. This is what's it called, the Cosy tea rooms, and they're the ones just on that funny little lane out of Thornton Dale, aren't they, towards Ellerburn, I think. And we've been there before ourselves, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's really nice. They've got a lovely garden there.
Oh yeah, it looks lovely.
Look at that. Now this made me, I was drooling when I saw this picture.
Like a gannet.
Yeah, like a gannet, possibly.
I'm loving the tea cosy.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Look at that. Yeah, excellent. That's a nice picture.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, thank you very much,
and
Maureen.
Maureen says that's through spring and through summer.
I think that's two visits there from Maureen, because one visit's it's looking a bit warm, and the other visit there are coats being worn, or wind jackets, or what you call them. Yeah, so
wind cheaters.
Wind cheaters, as they used to say. Anyway, should we enough of that? Shall we possibly? Should we sing a song?
Yeah, let's.
Why don't we do that? So anyway, so the first song
down.
of Tea at 3 is Do Re Mi, number 13 in your book.
Yep.
If you've got a book, number
Definitely
13.
there.
If you haven't, I bet you know it anyway. I bet you'll know.
So we thought we'd do a bunch of sort of 70s and 80s songs, and then side by side with something that's cheerful and upbeat, and we're starting with a cheerful and upbeat one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully. Okay, right. Shall we? Yeah, I've got one of my usual little videos to go with it.
Are we ready?
See. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, of course I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready?
Here we go then.
Off we go.
Let's start at the very beginning.
A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with A, B, C. When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. The first three notes just happen to be Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti.
All right, I'll make it easier.
Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Mi, a name I call myself. Fa, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Mi, a name I call myself. Fa, a long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So,
I always want to sing it like Julie Andrews, with a very sort of clipped English accent. All right, I'll make it easier. I can't help it.
Oh,
that was fun.
That was nice. Yeah.
Did you like the seed growing?
Yes, that was. Yes, this is the usual wacky. What can picture will go with that? Because we never use the films too much these days because of the copyright problem. They always get the videos stopped by Facebook and that. So we found this one of this sunflower. Now I don't know about how you got on with your sunflowers this year, but ours were a bit poor this year, weren't they? Well, last year we had some big ones, but this year they were weedy, weren't they?
Because we tortured them, that's why.
Was it?
Yeah, we didn't give them any water.
Oh, is that it? Is that important?
And they got planted in the tiniest little pot ever.
We restricted them, didn't we?
I'm just looking to see what Sandy says. We had our family Christmas barbecue on the hottest day of the year. Oh, how nice. Christmas barbecue on the hottest day. Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh.
Yeah, the sunflower. Yeah, but it was a shame, wasn't it, what we did with it? Never mind.
Anyway.
We didn't get any seeds either, did we?
Nope.
No, okay, so now then, we've got a little idea. Now there's a little short sequence here of a new section we want to call Culture Club. So here we are. Now then, that one. That was a little film made in 1905.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And with special effects and everything coming up, as it were.
And the 2 women.
And the 2 ladies, yeah, it's great.
Anyway, the idea was that in this section we would talk about maybe books or films that you might send in to tell us, you know, that you've enjoyed. Our problem is we're not terribly good at that, so we're really relying on you. Have you read a book or seen a film that might, you know, that you enjoyed and could recommend to somebody else? Our problem is we read Kindles. And great they are, because when you take your specs off or your eyes out, lenses that is, you can make the print really, really big, and it's so massive on mine. It's great, I can read it without any glasses. But the problem is I can never remember which book it is that I've read, because it doesn't keep reminding you. So
I'm always saying to you, aren't I, you know, what book are you reading? I don't know, says Ruth.
I don't know who the author is. I'm just reading it, really.
No, it sounds as if we're complaining about...
It's a bit like a sleeping pill. Because I just read 2 pages and then I'm asleep anyway.
On the subject of sleep and reading, if I'm reading late at night, the thing that gets me about Kindle, you know when you've got a proper book and you're feeling a bit tired, your eyelids are going.
Like this one.
Yeah, so your eyelids are going as you're reading. You think, but what I do if in that situation, I don't just close the book, you know, put the bookmark in, close the book and wait. I actually just flick forward to see when the end of the chapter is. So if there's only a page and a half to go, I'll tough it out and read that page and a half. But on a Kindle, you never know where. You don't know. I think there's a little dot somewhere that might tell you, but I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you've, as Ruth says, if you've got any films that you've watched that you think others would enjoy, or a book that you've read that you think people would enjoy, please let us know, and we'll
include it.
We'll include
I'm
it.
actually reading this one. It is a proper book.
Or When the Lights Go Out.
Yeah, and I can remember what the title is. Can't remember who wrote it. Carrie Spray. And it's really quite interesting. I'm enjoying it, and I should tell you what it's all about, but like I say, it's a sleeping tablet for me. 2 pages and I'm asleep.
So you can't tell us what it's about.
Well, it is When the Lights Go Out. It's all about it's about a family's approach to sort of the climate change.
Oh, okay.
And every single one of them have got a different view of it all.
So it's quite topical then.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So
there we
are.
Go. Excellent.
Any books? Any films?
Yeah. So do send your recommendations.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the Richard and Judy book. It's the Neil and
I've never
Ruth
thought
book.
of that.
So anyway, so we've got another little idea we've got going on here. Where is it? And it's this one. So as you know, in going back over time, we like to have guest vocalists, don't we?
Yeah.
And so we've got a new guest vocalist coming up. So at the moment we're looking forward to Sarah Sings, isn't it? Every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So without further ado, as we say, I've heard some say that. Let's go for this one then. So this is Sarah singing a song for us. Thank you, Sarah.
Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Sarah Sings. Now I'm hoping to bring you a new song every week, some that you'll know very well and others that you don't know at all. So hopefully you can sing along, and if you don't know it, hum along, clap along, tap along, anything, just have a lovely time. Now my first song is one that's quite well known, it's one of my favourites, so hopefully you can sing along this week. Such a feeling's coming over me. There is wonder in most everything I see. Not a cloud in the sky, got the sun in my eyes, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. Everything I want the world to be is now coming true, especially for me. And the reason is clear, it's because you are here. You're the nearest thing to heaven that I've seen. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. Something in the wind has learned my name, and it's telling me that things are not the same. In the leaves on the trees and the touch of the breeze, there's a pleasing sense of happiness for me. There is only one wish on my mind. When this day is through, I hope that I will find that tomorrow will be just the same for you and me. All I need will be mine if you are here. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Your love's put me at the top of the world.
Oh, wasn't that absolutely lovely?
Wasn't that great? We loved that. Absolutely loved it. We played it so many times. It really cheered us up.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. That was so lovely.
Oh,
you have a lovely voice.
Yeah.
And it's one of our favourite songs too, isn't it?
It's everybody's favourite,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is, isn't it? Yeah, I really like that song.
Well done, Sarah.
Yeah, well
great.
done. Thank you.
Thank you.
So that'll be a regular feature, we hope, don't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Right,
Sarah sings.
Yeah, it was lovely. It was a great voice. Yeah, smashing.
Yeah, Maureen says she's rubbish at remembering authors as well.
And it's even worse than that for me. I'm rubbish about remembering the plot immediately afterwards.
Funny though, my mum, she can remember everything that goes on in a book.
Yeah, we've talked about this, haven't we?
It's amazing.
Hey, you can mention a book that Ruth's mum, 85,
yeah.
read about 10 years ago, and she'll tell you the plot.
Oh, I know.
I read a book, and then 5 days later, I can't tell you anything about it.
Strange but
well, there we go.
true. Strange but true.
Okay.
Now then, what's next?
Well, what's next is a spot of this one. Something new. So we're looking at a new section called Salad Days.
Yeah, I like that title.
I like it as well. Sort of came to us, didn't it, in a bit of one of these moments.
That guy on that little piece of film, Cecil B. DeMille.
That was Cecil B. DeMille directing one of his films in the 1920s. But Salad Days is, I think it means our youth, or years ago, and memory and what have you. But apparently it was first used by William Shakespeare, because in what was it, Antony and Cleopatra? Cleopatra talks about her relationship with Julius Caesar, and says, when she's talking to Mark Antony, she says, back in my salad days, so and so was happening. So it was in use in Elizabethan times.
Oh, that's a little factoid.
And it meant the same thing as it does now.
Right.
Yeah, your days of inexperienced, youthful days.
Wow. Anyway,
isn't that nice? Anyway, so should we do it then?
Yeah.
Right. So we've got. I'm well away today. Here we go. Right, off you go. This one is from 1940.
What's it called?
A film called Delights of the Dales, from 1940.
As I recall, it always rained.
I hope you enjoyed that.
I really did.
It's interesting, wasn't
it? Lovely. Yeah, Maureen says, wasn't that a lovely film? Brings back childhood holidays.
Yeah.
Really does. You can almost feel yourself
It
be
did,
there.
didn't
What
it?
year was that film?
1940.
Oh.
I think that the street they were in, I think that was Hawes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, because we feel as though we knew that street.
Yeah.
And that collection of flies that man had.
A bit like the kitchen windows.
The kitchen window ledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have cows in the field next to our house, and whenever the cows are near, then the flies are near as well, aren't they? So we have a bad time with that.
I recognised, was it Aysgarth Falls in that film?
I think it could have been.
And what was the where they were walking?
Malham Cove, possibly.
Don't know. I'm sure somebody will
Clinton
know.
Grikes and all the rest of it. Yeah, very nice.
Oh.
I tell you what was a big surprise to me in that film
What?
was the fact that people, even in those days, were dumping old bicycle wheels into beautiful, clean rivers. So some things never change, do they? A little bit.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. So that's another one from the Yorkshire Film Archive. And we've shown a lot of those films in the past, and they're good,
nice,
aren't they?
aren't they?
They're really nice.
Right.
Really, really nice. Anyway,
Malham Tarn.
it was
Tarn.
Malham Tarn.
That's what
it.
Jennifer
Thank you.
says.
Shall we have another bash?
By the way, hello to Christopher, and also hello to Andrea. I forgot to say hello at the beginning, but hello to you both.
On the YouTube. On YouTube?
No,
on here.
they're
sorry,
over on that one.
I've got so many things going on, as you know, when we showed you last
time. You haven't quite developed your all-round vision, have you?
I need to be a chameleon, sort of one eye going one way and the other. Anyway, so we have another song.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. So our second song today is Jambalaya. No, Jambalaya. Yeah, I knew that would get a reaction from Ruth. So at number 23 in the songbook.
Yeah.
That's in the Himalayas, rather than the Himalayas. Jambalaya. Okay, so
it's
Jambalaya.
Quite apt, isn't it, really? Because Sarah chose a Carpenter's song, and this is a Carpenter's song as well.
Yeah. First done by Hank Williams, though.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hank Williams.
And he wrote the words, too.
He wrote it as well, didn't he?
Yeah, 1952.
Anyway, so we have a bash then.
Here we go.
Okay.
We'll give it a bash.
Here we go. Right, go.
Goodbye, Joe. Me gotta go. Me oh my oh. Me gotta go. Pull the beer around the bayou. My Yvonne, the sweetest one. Me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie, Billy gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my share of me-o. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and be gay-o. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Thibodeau, Fontenot, the place is buzzing. Kinfolk come to see Yvonne by the dozen. Dress in style, go hog wild, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a Philly gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my share of me oh. Pick guitar, a fill fruit jar, and be gay oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Settle down, far from town, get me a pirogue, and I'll catch all the fish in the bayou. Swap my mom to buy it on what she need oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya, a crawfish pie, and a Philly gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my share of me oh. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and be gay oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya, a crawfish pie, and a Philly gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my share of me oh. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and be gay oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Do you know what? One of those crumbs has gone down my
was
throat
it?
the wrong way.
A ginger nut
Oh
crumb.
dear, I was really struggling
That's
through
awful.
that.
Have a slug of tea, love. You'll be all
Cold
right.
tea, lovely.
You'll be all right. Anyway, I think every time we have played that before, when we're doing it out and about in the venues and what have you.
Yeah.
People would say, "What do the words mean?" So I've got a little bit of a glossary for you here. But I've got a picture to show you first of all, because this is a picture of a jambalaya. And a jambalaya looks a bit like this. So it's a bit like a paella, isn't it? Really.
If you're being kind.
If you're being kind. If you're being kind. But it's got all sorts of stuff.
Because I'd call that a pile of cat sick, quite honestly. It doesn't
okay.
look very appealing to
I think
me.
it looked nice. But anyway, that's me anyway. So here we go. So
Gan it, boy.
Whatever Ruth puts in front of me, or anyone puts in front of me, I'll eat it, won't I?
You do. You're great. You're great to cook for.
A couple of things I'll draw the line at, but I'm not going to go into it now. Because it's that time of day, isn't it? So anyway, Joe. It's all about Joe travelling down the bayou, which is like a stream.
Yeah.
Quite a shallow stream or a waterway. He's travelling by boat because a pirogue is a boat.
Oh right. Okay.
Often originally would have been a dugout made of a tree trunk boat. And he's going to marry Yvonne, his sweetheart. There's going to be a big party.
Okay.
So Son of a Gun will have big fun.
Do you know, I never knew this. I've sung this for years and didn't know what it meant.
So the jambalaya is that mess you didn't like before in the picture. A crawfish pie is basically crawfish tails and tomatoes and things put into a pastry base. A filet gumbo is a stew, a fishy stew, served with rice. And the filet bit is sassafras. Ground up sassafras leaves.
What the hell's that?
Well, I don't know. It's a plant, obviously.
Oh, right.
Ground up sassafras leaves. But it got me. You know the way my mind works. Anyone remember Yosemite Sam, the cartoon character who was always going after Bugs Bunny?
No.
No. Well, he used to say sassafrasin, and I'm sure that was to do with sassafras. Anyway, just a minor diversion. So when they say Thibodeau, Fontenot, the place is buzzing.
Yeah.
Kinfolk come to see Yvonne by the dozen.
Right.
Now Thibodeau and Fontenot are names of French origin from that part of the world, because the bayou is in what was Louisiana, which before the United States of America was formed, Louisiana was a French colony. Yeah. And the French sold it to them, so a lot of French names are still there.
Get that.
Pick guitar, fill fruit jar basically means have fun, have a jolly old time. Fill fruit jar means eat lots of alcoholic fruit punch. Yep. And settle down far from town, get me a pirogue means they're going to buy a place. Yvonne and Joe are going to get married, buy a place. He's going to catch all the fish in the bayou.
Yeah.
And when he says to swap his mon to buy Yvonne what she needo,
yeah.
Mon is the sort of Cajun French word for stuff. So he's going to sell his stuff, the fish, whatever he catches, he's going to sell it, so he's going to buy things for Yvonne.
Actually, you know what? I wrote down swap my mum.
You did, I know. And I think you might have sung that as well, Ruth, but I didn't want to correct you.
I thought he was going to sell his mother. Oh dear.
Can you see what I'm up against, everyone? Anyway.
Showing me ignorance here, aren't I? Oh dear.
There we are, okay.
Oh, Glyn says he loves Cajun music.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, and that's his other great passion. And Liverpool are playing tonight.
Yeah, they are. Yes, I'll be following it. I won't be watching it because I don't think I've got Sky, but anyway.
Sandy likes Cajun food as well. Maureen says she has great fun with jambalaya.
Right, lovely. Excellent. Yes, it was fun. Yeah, we could be round the room and all the rest of it with jambalaya.
What, you dancing or
dancing,
singing?
Yeah. I mean, that was the sort of song, I don't know about you, this is the sort of song I'd be sort of boogieing away if I wasn't sitting here next to Ruth with a guitar in my lap.
I'll just go then, shall I? Charming.
I'd be sashaying around the room, wouldn't I? But then again, that's just me. Anyway,
Concentrate.
So, here we go. So here's something else, little something before. And we'll have to go soon.
We're going any minute now. This is the last thing.
We're going in a minute. There's a couple of things.
We'll leave you in peace.
Yes, we will. Because you've got things to do.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Jambalaya to make and all that.
They make you laugh, right? So here's our funny little TikTok that we found. I think this one will make you laugh. And I've got a little story about that as well.
So today we have big news. Millie has been proposed to at school. Who proposed to you, Millie?
Who was it now? Tommy.
So Tommy's proposed to Millie and she keeps telling us she's got a ring in her bag. So, like anyone, we was expecting the Haribo ring. Millie, can you just go and get the ring that Tommy proposed to you with today, please? Tommy has stolen his mother's engagement ring. enormous diamonds and proposed to Millie. Go on then, Tommy.
Bye-bye.
Oh dear. Yeah, I think Tommy's going to be in trouble, isn't he?
I did laugh when I saw that the first time. Fancy. That's pretty good going, isn't it?
Yeah.
At 6.
I'm afraid it's a boy thing, isn't it?
What did you do
Can I
then?
tell my story? Well,
Go on,
okay.
then.
Well, when I was about 6, well, we were living in Nigeria at the time, and I didn't have any playmates, and not for a long time I didn't, which explains much probably. But anyway, I didn't have any playmates. But I did have to play with my mum's engagement watch, because she didn't have an engagement ring. My father had bought her a gold engagement watch with little diamonds or something glittery around the face. And unfortunately, I went out one day into the grassland near our flat, and I buried it as buried treasure. And do you know, I couldn't remember where I buried this engagement watch, and we never did get it back. I was in a lot of trouble for that. An awful lot of trouble.
Did you have to sit on the naughty step?
Yeah, I think I was actually in more trouble than Tommy in that video, because at least Tommy's mummy got their engagement ring back. My mum didn't get hers back. What a bad boy I was. I was, wasn't I?
Oh, that's...
Anyway, there we are.
It's
Going
good,
back over this
it's
one.
good
now.
to have a laugh. Anyway,
It is,
the
yeah.
very last thing before we go,
Very
and we'll
last
see
thing.
you next Wednesday, is just to say that the Hungate Centre is almost, very nearly, in the possession of, in the custodianship of Kavka.
It is.
On Friday, it will become managed by Kavka. It needs a bit of work doing to it, and but they're keen to get going. So if anybody wants to volunteer and help get things going there in the Hungate Centre, just get in touch with Kavka. So that's really good news, isn't it?
It is. I don't think it's going to open all that soon, because they've got lots of renovations still to do. But anyway, it's in the ownership of the community,
Back
which
in
is
the
marvellous.
community, which is
great
great.
news. Good. Okay,
And
right,
that's
so
it.
go back over there.
So,
We'll see you next week, all being well.
do you want another chocolate?
I will, I'll have another little bit there. We don't do any singing when we've got the ginger nuts going down, but anyway. Cheers, everybody.
Next week,
Yep.
Garibaldi's.
And thanks for joining us today. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.